WORC now begins its broadcast day. WORC is owned and operated by Bob Breyer Incorporated. We operate on a frequency of 1,310 kilocycles with a daytime power of 1,000 watts as authorized by the Federal Communication Commission. Our transmitter is located on Packagug Hill in Auburn, and our studios are located at 8 Portland Street in Worcester. We invite you to stay tuned now to the Paul Larson Show, followed by all request music.
WORC, it's time to
Don't knock. Don't phone. Come right in and make yourself at home. It's always open house at our house. Our house. Let's good guys.
Glenn Talbot, WORC 1310.
Please stand by. WORC has confirmed that a tornado has been reported in a northern section of Worcester.
Much more music every morning. WORC 1310.
Many a tear has to fall. But it's all the good guys.
Johnny Gardner, WORC 1310.
This was a big #1 song in Worcester back in the late 50s. It carried right into the 60s as a very popular, all-requested oldie. In fact, at all the dances and record hops, this is always requested.
WORC invites all its listeners to enter the 1968 Teacher of the Year contest.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, Skip Erickson coming up in 3 minutes at 2:30. Don't touch that dial. Booker T. And the MGs on the open house party. Skip Erickson back now. Marshall, you did a wonderful job. We're all proud of you.
Music loving, WORC 1310.
Hi, this is Bill Garcia, and you're listening to AM 1310, WORC.
WORC Worcester.
The good guys.
Bob Breyer, WORC 1310.
The way we're going at this show today, after such a long layoff, it reminds me of the old days when we used to have the WORC good guys, various sport teams, like we had basketball teams and baseball and softball.
WORC Sports.
It's 4:16 at WORC, featuring live coverage of the USI Golf Classic.
Dick Smith with Jack Zona and Mark Drew, where we have a new leader at Pleasant Valley.
This is good guy Joe Karras reminding you to donate your used clothing, furniture, and newspapers to Catholic charities. Risa! On a seesaw this Saturday afternoon, a Joe Karras get-together.
Beginning Saturday at 1 o'clock, Dick Smith, Bob Breyer, and Bill Elliott will appear this weekend at White City in Shrewsbury. Live from the Funhouse at White City, all day Saturday and Sunday. Be there.
Bob Breyer, Mel Miller, on open house.
At 7 o'clock, Joe Coggins will be joining you. Hey, we got 19 after the hour, 7 o'clock here on the Joe Coggins Show here on a Sunday night. Johnny Carson thought he had it knocked, having 6 months off the air. It's been 17 years, and here I am back again with you on our old show here on Sunday night.
We want to remind everyone that President Kennedy will hold a news conference tonight. WORC will broadcast the news conference live beginning at 8 p.m. tonight.
Let me check. It might be in Dave's personal collection, but we'll try to check in the back.
All right, well, if you can find that and get that out for me, I really appreciate it.
Okay. Sibley, thanks for the call and the nice comments.
Well, thanks for all the fun radio, and thanks to all the other guys, too.
Very good.
All right.
Ciao. Oh, yes. We're going to play maybe a little Star is in there, a Star Child or something first, and then we'll let you call back, get on the air if you want to. This is Jeff Starr.
Stay tuned to WORC for any other additional hurricane news. We now return you to Open House with Bob Breyer, Mel Miller, and Shirley Palmer.
Hey, I haven't heard any Roy Orbison this morning, and you know, Roy Orbison was just about king here.
almost as popular as Elvis Presley in those days. You bet he was. Everything Roy Orbison touched turned to gold in Worcester, and we're going to hear a Roy Orbison song here from the Big O next on WORC.
The good guys. Ron Brazell, WORC 1310.
Bev Johnson, everybody at First Met, we got your song on the Beatles.
Find out why Butler Chevrolet is New England's largest and fastest-growing Chevrolet dealership. Come in. Before you do, go out. Get the best deal you can anywhere. Butler Chevrolet will outtrade, outbid, outdiscount them all, or you get a personal check for $100. Butler Chevrolet can save you more money on your next and your new 1962 Chevrolet.
The good guys.
Johnny Gardner, WORC 1310.
Oh, golly, back in the olden golden days of yesteryear gone by. WORC, New England's first rock and roll station, 1955, and probably in the annals of history, someday someone will write that this radio station you're listening to now at one time was the most important radio station in America and is, for now, still one of the all-time record holders as far as importance as breaking new records, making hits happen all over the country. And a legend has been written. You heard Dick Smith speaking earlier today, if you were listening, about how WORC was where the Beatles broke in America. They had their very first hit here in Worcester because you requested it when on the Save It or Break It feature. When new records came in, they went on the air and the audience was invited to call and save or break the record. The new Beatles record came in. It was an import from England. Everybody went crazy. The song became a big hit. The orders in the record stores were phenomenal. The record companies sent in their national people, and the rest, of course, is history, like they say. Lots of history on 1310. 16 minutes before 6 o'clock on a Saturday night in Worcester. My name's John Garabedian, also known as Johnny Gardner. Scotty Wainwright, also known as Mark Parental, will be coming in here at 7 o'clock to rock you up till midnight tonight. We have more great oldies coming up from your memory station. At Swift 90585 is the number to call. Swift 90584. Talk about 40 and oh my goodness. That's the old request number that hasn't been in since 1968 when the number was switched to 752-5611. But from 1955 to 1968, it was Swift 90585, as most of you will remember who are listening to all this stuff. But the phone company made us change the number because we used to burn out the phone exchanges. You could not dial from 75, which was pleasant, to Swift, which was 79 sometimes when ORC ran contests. The phone lines were so jammed. Back in the days when WORC had 50% of the audience in the radio ratings. Anyway, on we go. Swift 90584. The song you want to hear, a dedication you'd like us to make here at WORC.
The good guys.
Ron Brazell, WORC 1310.
Bob Breyer, Mel Miller, the open house party at 2 o'clock. We're all back for a couple of days anyway. Johnny Gardner in tomorrow, Bill Elliott tonight, Skip Erickson tomorrow, Mel on the air in a couple of minutes, Scott Wainwright, Joe Karras, Joe Coggins, Dick Smith, Jeff Starr, B.J. Dean, all back now through Sunday night, and then Monday, watch out at WORC.
WORC.
Number one in Metro Worcester. Metro Worcester's number one contemporary music morning man, according to the American Research Bureau on the industry's most respected writing service, The Pulse Incorporated.
Bob Breyer, Bill Elliott, open house.
Metro Worcester's number one rated afternoon radio program.
Ron Brazell, Bob McNeil.
Metro Worcester's number one nightman, according to the Pulse Incorporated.
WORC, always first in Worcester. More music.